All right, so I figured I'd take a second and show you the loop that's going to happen through here. I've decided to use the station that's already built. So we're going to tear this one down. I'm going to, waste like 12 tons of steel or whatever, but it's fine. We're going to bring that in, and I can't actually connect this until that's out of the way, so I'll have to wait for them to deconstruct it. But here's kind of how that loop goes. Yeah, it's wrapping all the way around here. Some of this is yellow already, so it's a little harder to see, but it's just because the plans have been submitted. But it comes through here. Here's the stop that's over by the palace, right? Comes all the way around like this and gets into this intersection. There it is. We're going to kick it over here and wraps all the way around into this side of Charleminsk. Okay. It's over by the hospital and police station and stuff over here. Heads on over here to that stop that's by food production, clothing. Is there a fire going on over here too? Jeez, fires never cease, do they, in this game? We have that happening. Fire department's on the scene, so it shouldn't be a problem. There's already 2 fire department. There's a vehicle right there. Yeah, it's already on the scene, so that'll get put out right now. Comes around this way, and then I've got it doing this, and I did it just for the sake of, like, I want to be able to see the trains, okay? I want to have a visual of the trains. I want to see these metros running around, and more than just, underground the whole time, because you never get to see them. So this over here kind of excites me because you get to see them. But I decided, we'll just do a little thing over here just because I can. And so it actually comes around from here. It comes up above ground right next to this and then dips under again just to do it. So it does that over here. And then we're going to have a stop right here on the other side of the tracks for these guys. And remember, all these entrances that don't have like official above ground entrances, all of these things are connected with walking paths. So you get these tunnels. These pedestrian tunnels will end up, making their way up to the surface and like crossing over top of, like this right here, crossing up over top of the metro line like this. Right, and then we end up with these pedestrian underpasses, or more specifically, these maybe escalators to the metro, that kind of thing. We end up with these, like this, right? And then we end up seeing the tunnel go like that, or whatever. Like I had to, position it better, so maybe I position it over here instead or something. But that's how you connect these things that are already underground. They get connected by the walking paths going up over and above, or duck under and below, like that. So it comes over this way, and then there's a little skip right here. And now remember, the metro are all electric trains too. You need to provide power to those. So I'm going to have one source of power for this be located right here. It's kind of in a place where not a whole lot of stuff's going on anyway, but it's going to happen right here. We're going to connect a power line to this, and that's going to provide one source of power to the metro station. As it ducks down from there, lower and lower, real low, keeping it real low as it comes back over here. And I really don't think it needs to be that low. I don't think it needs to be, honestly, like I was trying to get underneath the heating pipes, but that's excessive. We don't need that low. So let's maybe pull that back just a little bit here. We can get rid of this, get rid of this. And we also needed to go low because of the walking path too. So that actually might be the reason why I did that, but it looks to me like it doesn't need to be that low. It's perfectly fine being a little bit raised up from there. Yeah, it'll do it. Right like that. Seems fine. And then if from here, yeah, just wrap this around just a little bit. Let's see if we can't get these things to meet up. That's good for me. I'm fine with that. And then we'll just keep it at this elevation instead, which is way more reasonable, because it does take more labor to go deeper with these things. So keep that in mind if you're building your metro yourself. The deeper you go, it does take more labor to do that. It doesn't take additional resources. It takes additional time, for sure. All right, so there's that. And then this is where the hospital is, right? It then comes through here. And keep in mind, the hospital, right? This metro stop is going to be very busy because these guys can reach it and the palace can reach it, okay? Lots of people can reach this. And they're going to be using this a lot, too, to go to the hospital, to go to the university. There's the fire department, police department, city hall. There's a big sports complex, secret police, etc. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. I expect this to be very busy. From here, it heads over this way towards chemicals. And we are going to have an underground station right here over by chemicals. It fits in nicely right there. I mean, it looks like pipe chaos for sure, but the metro just happily goes underneath all those pipes. Happens right there. There we go. And then it comes back over from this side and meets up once again with this over here. And so that is our loop at the moment, right? That's the loop that incorporates this turn right here. And then when we have a little bit more development happening over on that side, we can start looking at what it means to have this side also, you know, going off that way as well. And then one of the other things I was looking to do is like, where else can I provide power for this setup? Because we're a little bit limited on where we can provide power for our metro lines. And, well, like this stuff is all really close to the road. So I kind of don't want to do it here. I think initially that power source is fine, especially since we can pop, you know, you can put like 4 megawatts right on this, you know. You can do this. There's 4 different inputs here, so we can really provide a lot of power to the metro lines from that source. All right, and then over here, I've been kind of toying around with the idea of having another rail construction office to handle the metro, so my other one could just keep going on upgrading existing tracks and stuff. But there's just not enough room here to do that. And I don't want to mess with the flow of the rest of the trains as well. So I'm just going to play this. And that's why the ground is disturbed over here. So I'm going to play this a little bit inefficiently, I guess. But I think it's probably fine. And later on, we can add another office like over there or something. As we're building the metro out that way, we could add another office as well. That way, the rail construction office could then continue making rails out over in here and stuff later on. So anyway, for now, to get things started, what I'm going to do is this. I have this intersection. It's already above ground. Everything's fine. We're gonna take the metro railway from here. And I'm going to do this in the intersection so that it doesn't create any additional intersections. And I'm going to go, let's say, from here. We're going to want to go... I want to go that way, though. That's the problem. I mean, I think what they'll do is they'll end up building this direction and then they'll turn around. That's what track builders tend to do anyway. But there's going to be a lot of confusion. And that's just the way of the track builder, man. It's a lot of confusion. I'm trying to like visualize how I want to enter here. Let's go from here. We'll go out like this. Okay, we'll go that way with you. If I go out this way again, this basically allows the track builders to get in and go that direction to start building, which is, you know, kind of okay, I guess. But it means that they're not going... what I think will happen... Here's what I think will happen. They'll end up going out, and then they'll turn around to build this part as well, and then keep going that way. What I'm hoping happens, I guess, is probably a better way to word that. But another way of doing it, I suppose, is to... Maybe we take you off from this direction, and then you can go that way. That way we're going both directions with the track builders. I want to go that way. But then the intersection is not getting done. But at least we're building out the rest of the track everywhere. It just adds additional intersections. Let's go with the assumption that they'll turn around. Yeah, I'm going to go with that assumption right now. So we'll take it from here, I guess. We'll have you come out. From that side. That side. And then also from this side. Whoops. Nope. Yep, like this. And like this. That'll allow you to get to pretty much every track you need to start building them all. Right? And then we're going to go like this. Like this. No, let's just do one for now. Then we'll have everything merge. Yep, like this, and this. Okay. There's 4 metro tracks here. All of them are kind of zigzagging towards these, but again, my suspicion is that they're going to come this way, back up, and then go the direction they want to go to build it. So what we're going to do is use the existing track builder we have, and these are metro tracks, right? So we're going to need these metro tracks to merge into the regular track system. I'm going to do this with wooden tracks because they're really quick to build and I don't need to upgrade these ever. So it's fine. And the metro trains themselves are not going to be delivered through this mechanism, so it doesn't matter. And we'll go about like this with these wooden tracks. We'll head this direction, and then we're going to split off like so into these 4 directions, I guess. We'll also allow the track builders to cross. Well, I was hoping that they would cross, but maybe I have to pull this back just a little bit longer. Just a little bit more. No? I have room. Yeah, I have room. I can back these up. Not the end of the world. We just back them up a little bit here. We'll just go about like that. Like that. But what you have to do is you got to have a regular track that leads into a metro track. So the regular track comes out, yep, about like that. You're going to go out there. You're going to go out there. These are all two-way things. I'm going to have to babysit the track builders forever. But, oh, you're not going to, are you not connected? I don't think you're actually connected. It happens. Yep. Now you're good. And then we'll let them cross each other here and here. All right. Now, obviously, you have to play with signals, but that is how we're going to have them do their thing. And, of course, this area here is going to be very crowded for a little while. So we're going to have several different signals that are just kind of allowing the trains to move in and out of here. In general, though, we want trains to... Let's just do this. Yeah. So now that we get track builders in here, they'll start working. I'm hoping only one at a time comes into this area, but this whole thing ends up orange. The entirety of our setup ends up orange. And that's not generally a good thing either. So how about at the base of every tunnel, we add signals to separate and segment this stuff. So we add signals like that. I'm not going to bother with signals here. Well, I probably should still bother with signals here. Let's just do that. And then also here. All right. That'll allow us to get the very specific tracks to build. So this is an intersection, but like as the trains are doing their thing, they'll at least be out of here, the track builders. And I kind of wish I would have left a little bit of room to put a signal after this crossing. I still can. I just don't want track builders to be confused. I know they're going to get confused. They always get confused. But if I can limit that just a little bit, that'd be great. So we'll go just a little bit more before we split off. Yeah, let's just kind of do like this. And then we'll start splitting off. No, like that. Yep. And then like that. There we go. All this is submitted, and now I can at least do that. Yeah, and then maybe we'll go chain here, mixed. Chain there like that. We want that to be a chain for sure. And this part here, I believe, should be a conventional signal, but I think we want this whole thing to be a single intersection. Yes. So this now becomes a chain, and these get deleted. And then this chain, which is... This is all very bad, okay? You don't want to do your stuff like this. But the only trains that are entering this area are track builders, and I'm hoping that makes it okay. Like, put in a little asterisk on this will work, okay? But I do need to monitor that. But it's going to work better than putting an entirely new setup in here with track builders. It's going to work a little better than that. My only other solution would be to put my new rail construction office here, and all the supplies and stuff for it would just feed off of the same supply as the dry dock is going to have, because it's all kind of the same stuff anyway. We need boards, we need gravel. We don't need gravel for the dry dock, but we would need gravel for the track builders. And then steel is a big thing we would need too. We also need prefab panels for the metro track as well. And that's not really something that boats need much of, I don't think. So, no. Boats are mostly just wood and steel. So, I mean, it's kind of whatever. Anyway, I'm hoping that this helps us build the track, helps us build the metro, and that it won't create significant conflict. That's what I'm hopeful, that it won't create significant conflict. Despite this being so close together, it's bad. We don't want this, but we'll see if we can't make it work, since it's only track builders coming in here for now. And then once we're all done building these metro tracks out, and like the whole metro is done, we just destroy this part. We don't need to build it anymore. We just destroy this part, and we'll see whether or not our insanity can be cured. Man, I'm really hoping I could turn this on this video, man. It's like the biggest goal, but oh man, this has been nearly 8 hours of playing this game. I have taken my entire day to try to make this video happen, and it's just, everything just takes so long in this mode, man. It's just a thing. And well, this, oops, wrong button. Can I have it back? Yep, there we go. This button. It's close, right? There's 126 work days left in this pipe, but it's in 2 sections, and I didn't see that. So it's actually got this little segment here that didn't even start yet. So I just now aligned that to where it needed to go. And obviously it's winter, so it's very important that we get heat. And also, this isn't finished yet. So we don't even have this done. Since there is power now, though, they got all the power lines done, thankfully. That happened early December. And with that, we have then flipped on the power on these things. So therefore, it will now request the coal from the distribution office that already has it connected to it. So we do have coal in here now. That's the supply that we have now met. And so it's really just about getting this done, this little bit here done, and then the pipe itself needs done. And then, I mean, we will, once the winter is over with, we will absolutely be able to turn this on. All right. It's got to be a thing. We're up to 7% unemployment, which is a little odd, I think, because we've only, I guess our population has grown since cutting. I actually went upstairs, ate dinner, and left this thing running. And I came down, I left it running at 1 times speed after saving. Okay. And surprisingly, nothing broke. It's all fine. Okay. Everything's fine somehow. But as 1 time speed, and so it's winter. It's not actually spring yet. Yeah. Anyway, I really want to show you that place done. I want to see it in action. I want to make sure that we can get food done. And also I added this. So this is connected now, or this is built now. It's not connected. They didn't do that yet, I guess. Not completely. They got the gravel there though. But this is done so that we can deliver crops in here instead of this. We're still going to get crops deliveries here, but they're just too small, right? If we want to actually work food as sort of like a year-round thing, I want to have another source, and so we're going to do that. Obviously, our trucks are also going to be robbing this a little bit for that too. And this is supposed to be my source of food for like the whole year. And like this one's full, which is great to see. This one didn't quite get there, and of course it's January now, so all of the crops are dead. Everything is toast now at this point. So the crops we have are the crops we have, at least until the harvest season again, which is around late July, early August or so is when they start to. Yeah, it's when they start to harvest. I think I've actually seen them start mid-June once. They may even go earlier, but I've seen it in mid-June once, and so that was pretty impressive as well. But everything else around this is done. I've added this road. So I brought this down during the cut as well. There's a roundabout right here, which is not really precisely measured. I just put it down where I thought it was fine. And then it comes around this way. They're not quite done with all the roads yet. And then it's also going to cross the track over here and head this direction. And it's these 2 roads that will run behind the heater and behind the coal and everything. And there's our meat industry. All right, there it is. And then this rail is going to continue on this direction and meet up with this one, of course. But we're also going to get... We're also going to get this... While it's heading this way, it's also going to head this way, wrap around, And we're going to make sure that we get a train kind of picking up meat in the heart of this operation so that we can have our livestock feeding into slaughterhouses on both sides, warehouses both sides, or I guess meat storage both sides. And then that's where the trains can pick up the meat here too. And that will satisfy more than enough of our meat demand. If I need any more money, which it has actually been a struggle to keep money, but it's not dropped to zero yet. It's holding on. It's just hanging on, man. Actually, we should have, let me go ahead and see it really quick. Yeah, right here. So you're usually waiting until full, but if I get desperate, I can send this thing. But it just got back, so, and we're out of cars now. So now it's all about, you know, got to make those cars. And we're actually not making any cars because there's a machine replacement happening. Oh, they're not even started it yet. Is it just now a thing? They delivered the steel and the mechanical components. We're waiting on the electrical components, which probably aren't being made because plastic. Yep. We're so close to having this stable, guys. Like, we are so close. I actually stopped one of my oil boats too because I can't afford to just constantly buy oil right now for rubles. All right, I can't do that right now. At least not with that one. So I'm gonna send this 54 tons of plastic over where it needs to go. And I mean, like I said, we're so close to having this done because with this operational, like with this starting to have a population, we will have all of these chemical factories just working all the time. They will be just pumping out those chemicals way faster than our forklifts can keep up with, most likely. And these two facilities can start working really well. And then the train can just pick it up and go and not have to sit here and wait for, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. Looks like probably one delivery a month is what he's doing right now. I would like to see, instead of one delivery a month, I would like to see maybe 3 a month. Would be cool to see. Full, instead of having to be manually told to go, right? Okay, well, I'm gonna let it play on a little bit longer. We'll get the spring, and in the springtime of 2021, we will turn on WARSTOK. And then once we have workers here, it'll be way easier to finish the constructions. So like all this stuff will get done very quickly because there'll be a local source of labor. And that's also been a huge drain on my budget as well because labor has been a big thing. I mean, look at ignore the imports. That's the bauxite. Foreign manpower, right? 21,000 last month. We would have more than that this month, but I don't have any money to actually spend on those things. And so, yeah, that's the problem. But once we get a workforce here, everything here builds faster. And then this construction office can finally start doing things it needs to do. It looks to me like, they're all sitting there ready to go. They just can't do anything because there's nothing else to do. All of this is worker only. That's all it is. I mean, there's nothing to deliver. All these trucks are just like, where do I bring the steel, boss? There's nowhere to bring it because it's all just labor only. But once we have all this done, established, stable, we start building this part of the city over here using this labor and these construction offices and everything there. And then we obviously will be dipping into the prefabs and steel and bricks and boards and stuff that we got sitting over here as well. And that's when we start really cruising, because if we can get this population kind of built up and ready to rock, then we can send them over to this side a little easier. And that's when we can start getting our bauxite industry, our own bauxite industry. And then we don't have to go and buy it anymore. We just simply sell it, right? We just simply sell it without having to buy it. I might have a boat still buying it, why not kind of thing. But because I don't think we'll produce enough to fill up these boats, right? I mean, we're not going to produce 8,000 tons of it. But we can have one boat sitting here, just wait until full, and then we can get a full 15, 16 million rubles worth of bauxite just sold whenever it's completed until we're ready to start making aluminum. And we might even make aluminum straight up right here, too. I haven't really decided how that's going to be built. Depends on how big there's going to be a little town here, too. So kind of depends on how that goes. But if we're making aluminum here, then that's perfect. We'll just ship that instead. And then that aluminum also would get ready to come over here to the airport area to start building our planes. But all of that happens after nuclear because we're going to need power. And right now, power is a huge expense. Technically, we're exporting to meet that expense, but it's a huge expense. Real quick, let me just look at... So our export... Bitumen is 4.9. There's our bauxite exports. Looking pretty good to get me the money back up again. Ugh. But like a power, right? 233, 234-ish is what we're going to have right now. And then if I go over to our imports, electronics has been just the bane of my existence. It is the only reason I think why our budget is so bad. Last month was 21 million. Holy crap. I'm glad that's the same month that I had the full boat of cars sold too. So it offset a lot, but that's the reason why that's the reason why our money is such shit. And yeah, electronics, we're bringing in chemicals still because we're not producing enough to meet demands. So we still have to do that. Electrical components, mechanical, I mean, all of this stuff is being brought in from the border as the secondary option, right? My distribution offices have been told to get it from local sources, but if they can't find it when they need it, then they buy it. And it's so expensive. So as my population grows, my needs for this stuff grows, and my production has to meet demand, or my supply has to meet that demand. And that's the reason why I expand very slowly. It's a very controlled expansion. We're at 55,000 people at 154 videos, right? I don't know whether that's considered fast for realistic mode. I don't really have anything to go on. But I go out and find another series, I guess, that's doing realistic mode. It's 155 hours into the game, and see what their population is. Maybe they're faster than I am. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm doing it as fast as I can. Once this is up, though, we'll probably hit that 58 or so K. I think we'll get 58 or so K. And then as soon as Charlevans North is activated, I mean, this is a huge population boom right here, which is why I'm preparing food over there, meat over there. I'm probably going to make clothes over there. We just need another source of resources that can be funneled in to here. Also, I know this is probably a really long video now, but I'm going to pause it. This right here, I haven't shown you this yet. So we have this rail going in through here, right? And what we need to do with this, right, is we need to, like, nice, all the sewage pipes are done. Nice. Okay. And this is, yep, sewage right there. Heads off that direction. Off it goes that way. And then also off that way so that we can process it over there too. Okay. So this right here, it's a really difficult rail to connect, but it needs to connect. It's like vital that this gets operational. We will not have enough supply in this area to feed everybody, clothe everybody, etc. So this right here, underground, is going to go out this direction. And what I'm going to do with it, I think we'll just keep it maybe like that for now, so it's a little easier to see. It'll go out about like there. It needs to go underneath this tunnel, but over the subway. So that's why the metro goes really deep down, is so that this can get over top of it. So what we're doing here is we're going to take this rail underneath the ground here. We're gonna line it up this way, and then to make sure there's enough space between all the intersections and everything, we're just gonna bump over a little bit in this direction right here. All right, now we need to make sure, and I think probably right about here we'll do it. We need to make sure that we don't interfere with this, or we're not gonna be interrupted by this pipe either, because this pipe is right here too. So wherever our tunnel goes, it needs to be able to get past this and then underneath that pipe. So it looks like we're gonna have to go just a little bit further away. So right about, I think right about here we'll do it. All right, let's just make sure that's connected. It is not. We will back that off. There we go. Another try. There we go. And then we will take the railway tunnel. It's gonna come down. Yeah, right about, well, it doesn't have to go down far. Just enough to get past this, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does 4 do it? Really? Oh, there it goes. Oh, I must have been down a lot further than I thought. Okay, right there. Good enough. And then you the same thing. Not good enough. All right. All right, then. We'll go down this far. See how you like that. There we go. Okay, so the tunnel goes this way. Now, you can see how it's over there, right? We're going to merge this. It goes under the water for a little bit even. But we're going to take this, and let's do it from the inside so we get the sharpest turn. The other side won't have a problem doing this anyway. Yeah, we're going to wrap this around as sharp as it will let me go, which I think right there is probably good. This is fine. We're going to go about here with it. All right? So that we're turning around. Turning around. And I might have to do this in steps here because this thing does not want to stay tight. Yep. Wants to be a little punk to me. There we go. All right. And it goes this way and hooks up. Right there's fine for now. Now you, hopefully goes under there just fine. Hopefully it doesn't interfere. And we're good on that side. We're good there and then over. All right. Excellent. That connects it on the one side. Now we need to do the other side. And this is a little jagged, but you know what? We're not going to see it much. So I'm not going to redo that. All right, there we go. And then finally we come over and we connect to that. Okay. So that's how we have to do this because again, there's not enough room on this side to make that happen. So real quick, just going to make sure that you are connected on that side there. And connected on that side like so. Wonderful. And then we're going to need to get rid of the signals right here. Just temporarily. And then we're going to go about like this. There we go. Make sure we're nice and curvy. Good enough. And connected. All right. That is the last piece of rail that completes everything in my rail plans. I don't have any other plans for rail, metro, etc. done somewhere else on some other save or whatever. You guys are caught up to all of my plans for building right now, with the exception of the tourist area. We will take care of that. Don't worry. There are more important things to deal with, but we will take care of that when Charlemagne's North is operational and doing well. And we've got, at the bare minimum, we got a good amount of progress done in getting to nuclear, if not already nuclear. There's really not a huge purpose to our tourism industry until I get my airport. I'm not sending trains to the border. I could send trains to the border. I'm just choosing not to. If I was to get tourists in by a train, though, I believe... it's not this one, is it? No. It's over here. So I'd have to get them from here. And they would need to be brought in on this rail system, which is kind of, well, it's not done for sure to do that, but you'd have to come in a really strange path to get into the train station. I guess it wouldn't be that strange. You come in this way, and then you end up kicked out on this side, right? Under this tunnel. You gotta have to go through. You can go around the oil. Then you're in here. You come out here. Yep. And then you come through this way. Then you get into this tunnel, and then you're into this station from there. And then the tourists end up coming out of the station right here. Rather than coming out over here where I want them, they would be out over here. So I would rather they come in on the airport. But I mean, I could do it. It wouldn't be impossible. It just wouldn't be what I'm looking for right now. Maybe we could get them in. We could take them in real slowly. We could do it on a bus and just send them in on the highway for a bus. I don't even know if they stay on the bus long enough with the traffic system the way it is through Zernowski. You'd have to come through here, come through Zernowski to get into here. It's possible. I could send them down this way, but I mean, it's a little better on this road. It's a little better than sending them over there. But, and then, I mean, we could also, grab the the Western countries. You get it once we get a train out that way and bring it across the river and everything, which is we're so far away from that, but you know, we could. It's something we do in the future. Okay, so winter's not done yet, but I did want to chime in and show you. We got saved, hardcore saved right here. 23.5 million rubles now. Hardcore saved is what I'm going to call it. Export. The bauxite boats have landed. They're good now. And also our steel boat sold. Like all of that just happened. Bang. It's almost like all the boats were just like clumped together. And that's why I haven't been making any money. But no money problems right now. Cool. The trade is working. Okay. So it's March. This might be really stupid. Well, I don't know what's stupid, but it might be too early. But I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to turn it on. All right. We're doing it. It's going to happen. It's just got to take me a little bit to click. I got to pause it. All right. The mouse won't move when the game is running. Here we go. And I am just going to say go to already educated people who are loyal. And it should be just kaboom. It should be like a big kaboom population boom moment. There it goes. They're hitting the other places first. That's fine. They will now rush over to the other buildings and complete them, and we will have a nice big population. So go to WARSTOK right here, and we are now, we're going to do this. We're going to say if your loyalty is 50 or higher and you already have an education, welcome to town is what we're going to say. Boom, it's done. And now all of these places, once they get completed, we'll be doing that. So next thing to do is to head over here, batch start construction, and just be like this. Here we go. We are now allowing all of these buildings are now turned on. Like it is allowed to be built. All right. All the things that were not allowed to be built before are now allowed to be built. And the moment they are built, the people can live there. Now, of course, it'll be a little cold because we don't have the heater running. But I'm hoping now that with these guys here, we can, get this stuff done now. Like we can finally start seeing them maybe get to the construction sites. Maybe. Over here, we should have a site for... We don't have these three things. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Next video, maybe video after that. But you should be getting your workers, right, from a bus stop. And it should be here. This is where you should be getting your workers from. So hopefully you are going to do that. And then these two little buses should take off. Once there's people here waiting to work, buses should take off and get them to their job sites. Hopefully, this is just not... I don't know where they are, you know? I mean, I know it's Zernovsky that has to bring people over here. Like, the construction crews are coming from all the way over there. I get it. And that's why it took so long. But, like, you started it, you know? You started it, and then just you didn't deliver... Like, there's a one bus. The game needs to be changed so that regular old walking populations can get to road construction jobs, underground pipe jobs, wire jobs, etc. They need to be able to just walk to those jobs. If a bus can bring them there, they should be able to walk there too if it's close enough. They do it with the buildings, you know, they do it with these houses and stuff, but they don't do it with roads, paths, bridges, underground pipes, etc. It doesn't happen, and I just wish it would. Although maybe if they walk into here, this is a heat exchanger. I feel like I see people walking in there, right? Nope, that's just shadows. Okay. Speaking of which, do we have people working here? Ah, you're right here. We need people working here. Go, 45. Maxed out. Boom. You guys can work there now. What else? What else did I disable people working at? Aha, turn this back on. 25 workers, let's say. We'll start that. I gotta turn everything on here. Now, we're doing the water. That's good. And it says it can't export anymore. Okay, well, water's good here. 100% quality. Excellent. We need a bus to send people this way because it's going to start filling up with sewage. Okay, so I need a bus to send people this way. Eventually, that's not going to be necessary. I've had somebody comment about, like, this thing doesn't pollute, does it? Let's examine the building. Okay, the sewage treatment plant, it doesn't produce pollution, so you can put it right in your population. And I like to put it on the edge because, well, you want your people and your services to kind of be the heart of your city, not something like this. However, this is eventually going to be well within walking distance. There will be people living here. There will be people living here. I'm actually going to have like beachfront property kind of thing is what I was thinking of doing. So anyway, there will be people that can easily walk to this. No problem. It just doesn't happen right now. So I need another bus. You know what? I'm going to borrow one of these construction buses. As much as I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it. Let's find my depot right here. All right, real quick. Take this bus. Go from here to here. And you're going to pick up workers. I don't care who they are, how educated they are. And you're going to drop them off at the sewage treatment plant. And then you can use this end station, I guess. I don't know why you would need to use that right now. You don't really need to use that right now. I can get rid of that. All right, good. That's your new bus stop. And so now if we can get some people here, that'd be great. Come on, frame rates. What do we got? 163 work days. Which one are you working on right now? Right here. This one's done. That's the indoor pool. Good. Kindergarten's done, but it doesn't have drinking water. I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't have drinking water. If it's in the water tower, you should have it. Oh. Oh, did I not? Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't put a water substation in? For real? There's no water substation here? Well, that's going to be a problem. Really? Of all the things? I got everything else. I got the sewage. I had all this time, the water. It's not connected. I mean, we can see both outs. So it's not connected. So, you would have to see an icon. And I don't see a substation icon, so I think I forgot the water substation. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, well, you know, hey, they can, they'll drink. They'll drink when I tell them to drink. Which is now. Hopefully now. You guys will drink now. Right here, this gets the food factory water, too, which is great. I'm going to need 2 of them. I mean, that's the whole point. So, okay, well, we'll start with 1. It's close to I want to get the drinking water over there. So we'll start this. Yeah, over here. I think over here is closest as long as I can get it to the... Oh, come on now, autosave. You don't have to do that. I thought we were being friendly here. That is really far over, though. Yeah. Well, I can't put it here. I'd like to put it here. Does it get the hospital? I mean, we have to get the hospital and everything. Man, we need a rush order on a pipe here. This is bad news bears right here. I did a boo-boo. I did a very bad thing. And really, you're just not close enough until you go on the other side of that path, huh? Yep. All right, well, that's all we're going to have to do it then. I'm going to put this here. Right here. We're going to make this a dirt path. We're going to say all hands on deck for all constructions. Everyone, get over here and do this. You too. Yep. You starting right here. And then this needs to be the highest priority you could do. But also, we need a pipe. Because I forgot about the pipe. And that is a big old bad thing I did. This pipe goes all the way right there. Yep. That pipe right there is our rush order. Wow. Totally blew that. I can't believe I did that, honestly. I'm gonna... just like, I had the whole thing. I'm like, this is taking forever. I had so much time. Quadruple checked everything. Just didn't do that. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. The water tower's done. Sweet. And then I got all these pipes everywhere and whatever. All right, we're going to do it. This does not have a shortcut yet, so I'll just have to manually do that. It should be auto searching, but I'm finding really bad luck, guys, on auto search right now. I'm just saying, I've had so many structures that have like really high wear and tear, and my construction offices aren't even queuing them up. It's not like they're not getting to it. They're not even queued up. Like this right here is queued up, where it says reconstruction in progress. and it has the reconstruction started, and you open the window and you see all that stuff, right? That's the jobs being queued up, and that's fine. And if they're not getting to them, then that's a problem with on my end with vehicles and all that stuff, right? But if you get to like some of these other buildings, this one here, for example, prime example right here, right? This building right now is a 95% wear and tear on machines, and the job to reconstruct it has not been queued up. It's not even registering for any of these offices. And it's so weird because I have never had this problem. The whole time I've been playing, I've never had a problem with this. But I'm looking at a lot of these buildings are like really decrepit. And you look at this and you say 53, 55, they're supposed to be queued up. But they're not. And nobody's getting to them. And everything is auto search, right? 72% wear and tear on this building. We're going to start seeing a lot of collapses. And I don't know how to stop it other than, well, I mean, the only way to stop it I know of anyway is I could drop more construction offices and see if they register it. But if they don't, then just getting out of realistic mode is the only thing I can do. It's the only way to fix it. And of course, our trains are going to be very confused for an extended period of time, as they usually are. Are you? Yes, you are. You're gonna hold up the rest of the trains somewhere, aren't you? Well, I mean, this is what happens when you try to build track. Also, I've stopped building this. I verified that it works anyway. They are building the metro train tracks are being built right here, right? But I've stopped it because my electrical components vanished into thin air. And then my guys started buying it from the border in bulk, and that's another reason why my money was dropping so fast. So I stopped that right quick. And granted, they still need them for these rails. So, I mean, they're still going to use them, but I need this now, and I need that way later. So if you're going to use my electrical components, let's do it for something that I need now, right? So anyway, made a big boo-boo. Now, hopefully, though, that boo-boo results in I need people to work here. Okay, you know what we need to save your life? This is to save your life. This is for the better. This is for your own good. You all work at that bus stop now. You all work there. It's for your own good. All right? We need to process sewage. We need to yeah, this is just charging. Excellent. Do we even have power here? Is that even a thing? Apparently it is. Oh, it's underground. Okay. Also, I got the road going out that way. I don't know if I showed that yet, but I got people doing road over here. Doing the road. But, okay, you all work here now. And I should see this bus. It's gone. That's a good sign. There's a construction bus. Are you going to bring them to the pipe? Are you going to bring them in here? Everybody's... You need to, because people will start dying. WARSTOK's going to be a ghost town. We're going to have major death issues. It's going to happen here. Happiness is going to start plummeting. Health is going to start plummeting, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. And then on the other side of this, right, because we need drinking water over here too. So, because again, I thought for sure I had built these, but man, oh man, did I screw that up. We're going to go right here, I guess. I probably should go on this side just so it's closer. But by going over on this side, I get the future buildings too. So like I'm willing to, you know, I got to build a longer thing, but it's going to work out better in the end. Does that make sense? I'm tired, man. This is now 9 hours to make this video for you. I don't know how to sustain it, guys. I'm really worried about it. I'm really worried that, I mean, look, I'm a guy that's pretty honest with himself usually about burnout. All right. When I come to like burn out on a project or something, I'm pretty good about that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go off of this. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to go like this. We're going to go like this. Put this right. Is this close enough? I just want to make sure I'm getting all the buildings the other one didn't get. The other one's getting all of those. Yeah, so I just need to get like the here is fine. Yeah. Right here. And then right here. And then I want to go, let's say medium. Oh, I can't go from that because I would need a pipe. I need a pump anyway. No, I don't have time for the pump. No, we're going to come off of the, we're going to come off of this anyway. Let's dip it low though. So that way we don't get in the way of the other one. And then we'll come right here. Yep. All right, same thing here. Zernovsky office. Helicopters even. Feel free to chime in and help out with all this stuff. Helicopters, you can do that. That's fine. I want high priorities. We're going to go with this construction office on all of these things. Yep, all of these things. We need to do them as soon as possible. They are all high priority projects for everyone. Okay. We'll get to drinking water in there. In the meantime, this can be finished now. I turned it off because there was no point in finishing it during the winter. So we can turn that on now too. And right here. Because I wasn't going to bring people in the winter anyway. Like, there's no point in finishing a heating plant in the winter. Yeah, because there's no people, right? But now that we're getting people here, we must complete this before next winter. And so, yeah, I'll turn it back on. Of course, absolutely. All right. Yeah, look, I'm having fun playing it. I am. Like, I would not be playing this. I don't want you guys to think I'm, like, being negative here. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be realistic with you. I'm having fun playing it, and that's the only reason I'm still playing it. But holy shit, does it take a long time to make a video compared to other projects that have better views. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like, sure. Like, I told my Discord server this today. I was like, guys, or what did I say? It was, oh, okay. So I compared it to a couple days ago. This road isn't done. I need 5 work days on that. Wow. Right here. I said Thursday, worked for 6 hours, made 4 videos for City of Gangsters. Worked today on this for 7 hours. That was before. Now it's like 9. Made half a video on Workers and Resources. That's the difference. It's crazy amounts of time for this one. So anyway, we'll end the video on that slightly negative note. Sorry about that. Again, I swear, I'm having fun. I don't want you to think I'm not. It's just, oh man, it's wild. 108 workers without a job. What? That means you don't have. That means you don't have. Yeah, helicopters built this. There you go. You got a job now. Like, here's a dirt path. Enjoy your job. Like, that's the only thing I could do there. Anyone else need a dirt path to help them on their way to having a job? I think you guys probably might have needed it. Anyone else? You guys are good? Okay, we'll hopefully finish the rest of your paths soon. I know I'd hate to put you out into the street for no reason. There you go. I put that in there. We'll do that one too. Sure. When you get one of these done, then we'll be good to go. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. These pipes are going to get done pretty fast. I mean, they're all going to work on them now. We got local labor now, which is going to be a huge help. They've only got 53 work days on that one, so it should be a pretty straightforward thing. And then we have a functioning place at that point. You know, we'll finally have heat going. We got the hospital right here, and the hospital simply needs a helicopter. We can afford it. We'll give them an M2. There you go. Helicopter will come on in here and make that good. All right. Thanks for watching. I seriously, I sincerely am grateful for all of you that come out and watch this series. I really am. I'm gonna overspend on this helicopter, aren't I? Thinking about it. There's water right there. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I mean, I went and did all this work to put all this stuff out here only to protect it by a couple of trucks. Like, what if a fire happens and it's the busy season for harvest and all those trucks are in the way? Yeah, we should spend. Maybe we'll go used. Hold on. Maybe there's a used deal. I need to go over to one of these helipads to see. We have $915,000 too. Not out of the question to spend that on the helicopter instead. What about you? Are you done? Man, you are at 100% wear and tear, and there's basically no chance of fixing you. 20 years old. Let's try this one. This is the M2. I should have put that over at the hospital. Where is used for rubles? All right. Well, 25 years old. That's a scrapper. I don't really want that. I was looking for something that has a bit of like this one is okay, right? 11 years old, right? It's it's not too shabby. 3,000 liter bucket. It's only 100 grand USD. I mean, we could fix it up here and then give it back over there, you know? Yeah. All right, I'll take it. We'll fix it over here. I need it to go to this spot, but it's okay. I'll move it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Seriously, I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.